So I decided to come and live at St. Francis Bay. I've been here since then, which is absolutely lovely. It's a lovely place to live. There's lovely people. It's so nice, the views, the fishing, the surfing. Everything's perfect here. So I'm very stoked. I was born in Port Elizabeth during the Depression. My father was in the customs service. So every time he wanted promotion, it was a case of we had to go from one port to another. So that entailed us going to Cape Town, back to Port Elizabeth, then his last stint was in Durban, and that's where he passed away, and that's where I signed an apprenticeship as a boilermaker, worked there for 5 years, went on to the beach as a lifeguard and a supervisor in the swimming pool, and then I decided to make surfboards with the late Baron Stander and the late Joe Moore. Baron had the label of Safari Surfboards, and I had the facilities of having an empty shop from a friend of mine, and so we formed a company, Safari Surfboards, as 3 partners. This little guy came to me, and no, it wasn't this little guy, it was his partner, Linton Ryan. Him and Spider had opened a company called War Surfboards. He said to me, haven't you got a job for Spider? And I said it was like a gift from God. I thanked God. I said, thank you, Father, for this. And we worked together for 41 years together, Spider and I. And we gave him shares in the business, and we started to manufacture a lot of spiders. Spider, in my opinion, is the best surfboard builder in the world, not just because he was my partner. He used to come to me every Saturday morning. He's a carpenter by trade. He used to come to me and show me these boards he was making at home, and they were absolutely very, very good. That's how we became friends and business partners, and we sold the business to Spider in 2004 early. I lost my wife; she passed away. When I moved to Cape Town when I was courting my wife, we always used to come. Well, I used to go down to Cape Town from Durban and pick her up, and we used to come and stay here, And I've had a house here since for 60 years, I think. To me, there's not much places in the world that you can get better than this. You can go surfing with your friends, and I've been surfing here. The late Baron Stander and a couple of other guys, we used to come down here most likely in the 56s around there, 57s. Now, we used to fly down because I had 3 pilots working for me. One was Dave Breeden, Stephen Hartley, and Ian Rose Martin. They used to work on a Saturday in the shop, and they used to fly us down. We used to land with the old schoolers there, and Leighton used to chase his cars off the field, and then he used to lend us his double cab, and we used to have great times here, Yeah, he was a kind old Baron. He and I used to have great fun in the river fishing. So one day we went up the river. And we had a 6-pack each, and I don't think we ever we shared a 6-pack by the time we didn't want to come back to the house. We just wanted to sleep up at the river. We were so tired. Never caught a thing. Yeah. My grandfather came to South Africa when he was 17. He had tuberculosis. Came to South Africa on one of the gunboats as a cabin boy, and he stayed in South Africa, and he became a very wealthy person. And I've always followed his way of thinking. Always keep going, and if there's obstacles, there's always obstacles, or you always can be overcome. And he was that man. He was a lovely person, and my one aunt, she always said to me, you're a lot like your grandfather. And I've always remembered that, always. That's driven me. And there's nobody in the Hynes' family has ever owned their own business and run it like my grandfather. Suppose I'm in too much time, I'll be 90. And as I tell everybody when they look at me, and I take a bit of time to answer questions and that, I'll say, there's something you must remember. I've got such a lot of knowledge in my head. It takes me a bit of time, so it might take a couple of days to take it out, but eventually I'll get it. So be patient with me, and that's the joke. I absolutely love coaching. I find it so invigorating that when you do something and you spend a lot of time with them, and then all of a sudden you see them clicking, and you see them doing maneuvers, what they're doing correctly, and that, and not only in the surf but in their business and things like that when they go into the business world, So that's how I feel about it. That's biggest love in my life. The last thing I'd like to do, I could say I'd like to surf again. I'd like to have my last, or I'd like to have a nice long wave at Cape St. Francis on a nice board and a nice long day and on my own out there, no crowds, just taking off, paddling, getting up, just getting into the barrel, just riding along in the barrel, coming out the barrel, going out, doing a nice cut back, and coming back and getting back into the barrel, and at the shore break, just kick out on the beach break, and that's the end of my life.